Hello, hyperspace. My name is Davontos, and it's time to get hyped because this is some Infinite Warfare gameplay, and I'm using the M1 Grand. That's right, an old World War II weapon and a futuristic shooter. So, there are actually a couple of things I want to cover in this video. One thing's really important, that can really help you out in the battlefield, and the other two are just rumors. So, let's start with the rumors. Rumor has it that the Call of Duty Halloween event will launch sometime next week. Some people are saying it's going to be on the 10th, which is on Tuesday, and some people are saying it's going to be Friday the 13th, which is on, well, Friday. And, well, it kind of makes sense for both. I mean, Overwatch launches on Tuesday the 10th, so it kind of makes sense that Call of Duty would do the same thing, because video games tend to do big updates on Tuesdays. But it also makes sense for them to do it on Friday, because, well, it's Friday the 13th, and what better day to release Halloween content than Friday the 13th on October? So, either way, make sure you save your keys, your crypto keys, for this Halloween event, because rumors also going about that it's going to play out just like the summer days. How the summer days went is every week you have access to 20 supply drops, and each one of those supply drops has a summer-themed item. You know, so week 1, 20 supply drops, summer-themed items in those supply drops. Week 2, another 20 that have different summer-themed items. Rumors going about that the October Halloween event is going to be the same thing, so make sure you save up your keys because, well, it might be coming next week. And on top of that, people are also saying it's going to play out just like the summer days, which means you're going to have double weapon XP, double crypto keys, double mission team XP, double weapon XP, and I think that was about it in every single game mode, which allows you to stack up on more keys. So, on the last video I already covered that each rig is going to get a special costume. There is also rumor that there is going to be over 50 or over 60 brand new weapon variants. Not new weapons, weapon variants. And a lot of them are going to have nuke variants. So right now I believe the Widowmaker doesn't have a nuke variant. And it's already been confirmed that there will be brand new weapon variants for the Trencher, which is the basically Type 100 from World War II, and a couple of more guns here and there. We have to see when the event launches. So, here's the really cool information that I can give you guys to help you out in the battlefield. Now, you guys know this MG right here. This is the Atlas MG. It was actually one of the last weapons that launched the game. I don't know if there are any more, but everybody should have this MG now. There's something really special about this MG. It looks like an assault rifle, and it has some characteristics of an assault rifle, including the handling. So if you compare the Atlas to all of the other MGs, the Atlas actually has the fastest handling. It is the most accurate machine gun, which means the bullets are always going to be on point, not a lot of bullet spread, unless you're hip-firing. The hip-firing for this thing is terrible. Almost as bad as the Raw. But the really cool thing about this Atlas, and it's actually the only gun in the game that has this perk, I don't know if it's a bug or if they did this intentionally, but you can actually get headshots with the Atlas if you shoot them from the chest up. So basically what I mean is, you know, obviously getting a headshot does more damage. In this game, headshots do 1.1 times more damage, which doesn't really make a difference unless you're shooting them at range. If you attach a hollow point to your, well, bullet weapon, not energy weapon, it has to be bullet weapon, you attach hollow point and it goes up to 1.25 or 1.35, which basically makes it one less bullet to get a headshot. The cool thing is, with the Atlas, you can actually equip hollow point, shoot their chest, and it will still give them the extra headshot damage. That is insane. This basically makes the Atlas one of the best guns in the whole game. There is a downside to it, which is why I kind of believe this was intentional. The Atlas has a ton of recoil. If you want to hamper the recoil on the Atlas, you have to be using the Overwatch edition, because it's the only one that gives you less recoil on one of the weapon traits. And you have to be running a grip, a dot sight, you know, quick draw stock, whatever you have to do to make this thing have less recoil. But the best weapon variant of the Atlas to hamper that recoil is the Overwatch. And the problem is, even with all these attachments and the right weapon variant, it still has a ton of recoil. You have to burst fire it. The handling of this weapon, well, not the handling, the damage output of the Atlas is almost identical to the K-Bar, which means it's kind of like one of the weaker, faster firing MGs, but because of that headshot multiplier, it makes it very powerful in the battlefield. Also, one thing really quick, I would like to apologize to all the static you may be hearing over my voice. The mic I'm using is actually a little busted, and the problem is, it's the only microphone I have, and I'm trying to limit the amount of static that's actually being heard in the videos. Gonna have some little video edits here and there, but this is kind of like the best I can do. It might get a little loud at times, but I'm trying to keep it at a minimum. So, back to the Atlas. The Atlas is a 4-shot kill at close range and a 5-shot kill at long range. However, if every shot hits if you don't have hollow point, and your bullets all hit the chest up, it is going to be a 3-shot kill at close range and a 4-shot kill at long range. Now the trick is, if you equipped hollow point and all of your shots hit from the chest up, it is always going to be a 3-shot kill. And if you guys seen the fire rate on the Atlas, this thing shoots ridiculously fast, which means it can kind of be overpowered if you burst fire it and if you learn how to control the recoil. Now, I haven't learned to control the recoil that much. I haven't seen a lot of people using the Atlas, maybe because of the recoil problem, but you know what they say, practice makes perfect. So I would highly suggest practicing with this Atlas instead of using the, what was it, the Mammoth? The Mammoth is the one that everybody uses. That's okay, it's very slow. You can basically have an MG that kills just as fast as the Mammoth, but have much faster handling. But it's not only the Atlas that is affected greatly with this hollow point attachment. There are a handful of assault rifles that have a huge benefit from equipping hardpoint. Hardpoint? Hollow point, here we are. By equipping hollow point. Now, the first one is actually the K-bar. Now, the K-bar is actually the same thing, a 4 to 5 shot kill. You equip a hollow point, and it acts the same like the Atlas, a 3-shot kill at all ranges, assuming at least one shot is a headshot. Another one that has a huge benefit is the R37, or Wrecked as I like to call it. The R37 is a 3-shot burst. I'm not too sure it affects the full auto, but the original one is the 3-shot burst. If you equip hollow point, one bullet has to be a headshot, and you're guaranteed to get a 1-shot burst at all ranges. Now, the most interesting one is the RVN. That's the 2-shot machine gun that turns into those electric brass knuckles. If you equipped hollow point on the RVN, it will always be a 2-shot kill at any range, assuming both shots hit the head, which means you can kind of basically one-burst anybody from across the map because that gun does not have any recoil. The only thing you have to do is be accurate. And trust me, I use the RVN a lot. It's worth it. And that's basically about it, so let me know what you guys think about the next upcoming Halloween event. Are you guys going to save up your keys? I don't really think this week's Quartermaster bundle is actually worth it. It's just 5 rare supply drops and then 1 epic Mark II submachine gun. Not really worth it. So I would really hold on to your keys for the Halloween event if it does launch next week. And what do you guys think about this hollow point attachment to some of the MGs? There are actually other guns, submachine guns and so on, that do benefit from hollow point. So let me know in the comment section below if you want me to cover up those guns, because getting headshots in COD can really be worth it if you equip it on the right weapon. So, if you like this video, punch the like button with a mighty force. You can follow me up on Twitter at DavontosMan. And as always, I'll see all of you in the next video. Have a nice day!